The halfway mark. It's that terrifying moment where you look at the scoreboard and realize you don't have time to fix your mistakes anymore. You just have to live with them.
It's the best part of the season. The honeymoon phase is over. Nobody is saying, we'll get him next week. Now it's, if I don't beat him tonight, my season is effectively over. It's panic mode.
Panic mode is my favorite mode. Welcome to the Freedom Motorsports Alliance mid-season review. I'm Theodore, that is Clara, and we are breaking down the absolute state of the union across all four series. And Clara, the user data we're looking at, it's painting four very different pictures. We've got dictatorships, we've got chaos, and we've got a literal tie.
It's a beautiful mess. And we have to start with the dictatorship, the Mars Hardwood GT3 Series. 7 races in, and Anthony Jenkins isn't just leading, he's suffocating the field.
Suffocating is the right word. 2 wins, 5 podiums, 271 points. He's built a 42-point cushion. In GT3 racing, that is an eternity.
It's huge because of the machinery. Let's get technical for a second. GT3 cars have ABS, they have traction control. They are designed to be driven precisely. It's not like NASCAR where you can wrestle the car and get lucky. GT3 is like playing the violin. If you miss a note, everyone hears it. Jenkins is playing a symphony and everyone else is just making noise.
But look at second place, Chase Matsko. 229 points. The narrative here isn't that Matsko is slow. The data actually suggests he might be faster on raw pace.
He is faster. That's the tragedy of it. Matsko is the guy who sets the fastest lap and then finishes 4th because of one tiny execution error. It's the classic tortoise and the hare situation, except the tortoise is Anthony Jenkins doing 180 miles an hour and never blinking.
So if you're Matsko, what's the strategy for the second half? Do you send it?
You have to. You can't outpoint Jenkins by finishing second. You have to win. And honestly, watching that midfield, Ferraro, Zabsdier, MacArthur, they're fighting so hard, they may actually help Matsko by slowing Jenkins down. That midfield is a shark tank.
Speaking of sharks, let's move to the FIMA Xfinity Series. If GT3 is a chess match, Xfinity is just a beatdown. Sage Greco, 4 wins in 6 races. Are we witnessing greatness, or is everyone else just asleep at the wheel?
We are witnessing a driver who has completely bonded with the car. Xfinity cars are this weird middle ground. They have less horsepower than the Cup cars, but they handle better. It's a momentum game, and Greco has figured out how to keep that momentum rolling better than anyone.
He's got 231 points. Ryan Peters is back there in second with 193. That is a massive gap. But here's the nuanced take. Is Greco actually unbeatable, or is the pressure just making everyone else choke?
A bit of column A, a bit of column B. When you see the same car winning 4 times, psychologically, you start driving in your mirrors. You're racing for second place before the green flag even drops. But look at William Gay, 192 points, 1 point behind Peters. The battle for second is actually the most interesting fight on the track.
I love that. The best of the rest championship. But if you want real stress, we have to talk about the Gen 4 series. This is my favorite stat sheet of the week. Ryan Peters leads, but only by 17 points over Greco.
Gen 4 is the great equalizer. Historically, these are the cars from the early 2000s. Huge horsepower, low downforce, and tires that feel like they're made of hard plastic. It's like trying to drive a shopping cart powered by a jet engine on an ice rink.
Which explains why the points are so tight. Top 4 separated by 25 points. Peters, Greco, Matsko, Spillman. Nobody can run away with it because the car is actively trying to kill them every lap.
Exactly. In GT3, you can rely on the electronics. In Gen 4, if your right foot twitches wrong coming off turn 4, you are in the fence. That's why Peters is leading, not because he's dominant like Greco and Xfinity, but because he's surviving. It's a survival horror game disguised as a racing series.
And Adam Lowe deserves a shout out here. Perfect top 10 finish rate in 3 starts. That's like walking through a minefield 3 times and not losing a toe.
It's impressive. But the chaos of Gen 4 is nothing compared to the tension in the truck series. We have a deadlock, a literal tie at the top.
Sage Greco and Ryan Peters, both at 183 points. This is the scriptwriter getting lazy, right? They just copied and pasted the same score.
It makes total sense, though. Trucks are all about aerodynamics. It's a giant brick moving through the air. You punch a big hole in the wind, and the guy behind you gets a free ride. It keeps the field packed together artificially.
So you can't escape.
You cannot escape. Greco has the wins, 2 of them, but Peters has the top 5s. It's the classic peak performance versus high average. Greco is swinging for the fences, and Peters is just hitting base hits every single inning. And because it's trucks, neither one can drive away.
And Jeremy James is lurking in third. If Greco and Peters decide to wreck each other, which, let's be honest, usually happens when you're tied, James walks away with the title.
That's the danger of a 2-horse race. You get so focused on the other guy that you forget there's a guy named Jeremy 3 car lengths back, just waiting for you to mess up.
So, looking at the big picture for the Freedom Motorsports Alliance, we have control in GT3, dominance in Xfinity, chaos in Gen 4, and a deadlock in trucks. What is the theme for the second half?
The theme is mental fortitude. The speed is found. Setup shops are closed. You aren't going to find 0.2 of a second in the garage anymore. You find it in your head. Can Jenkins stay bored and perfect? Can Greco keep the hunger when he's winning everything? Can Peters stop looking at the point standings? And can the Gen 4 drivers keep their cars pointing forward? It's going to be a wild finish. FMA fans, buckle up. We aren't even close to done yet.